All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bhinneka Online Toastmaster regular meeting. So before we start our meeting, I would like to have your attention to the following video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Filter stage our Madam President Toastmaster Vivi Amaliawati.
Thank you, our SAA today, Toastmaster Seni. Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. My name is Vivi Amaliati, Club President from Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club since 1st of July 2022. I would like to call this meeting to order. Welcome Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club members, visiting Toastmasters, especially who help us doing the role takers for this meeting, such as Andre Mauri from Magical Bali Toastmaster Club as our grammarian, Apri from Malang Toastmaster Club as a counter, Amelia from Hen Toastmaster Club as Natalie Evaluator. 3 from our 4 prepared speakers, also from outside Bhinneka Club. They are Bonaventure Philip Sungka from Misomporu Toastmaster Club, Sirlina, who brings her own evaluator, Jenmo. They both are from Cebu Swan City Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Ping Hendra with his evaluator, Lai Kok Fu from Empire Toastmaster Club. Also to other visiting Toastmaster Club members and honored guests. It is my privilege to welcome all of you to our regular meeting today, Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. I would like to recognize any guests we have today. Do we have anyone new guest today? Welcome to our meeting. A bit introduction for Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club. This is Online Toastmaster Club established in December 2020. At this moment, we have 19 members. Our meeting is twice a month, every Sunday at the first and the third week. We have club values as simple as ABC. Appreciate our club members, build each other up, celebrate our successes. This is in line with Toastmaster tagline, where leaders are met and Toastmaster core values integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Today, our meeting theme is energy with now and future. Back to the meeting, we have 4 prepared speakers today. We hope everyone will participate and have fun. Let's start this meeting by having our Toastmaster of the meeting for today's meeting. She's member of Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club, works in pharmaceutical industry as program analyst primary healthcare. Let us welcome Toastmaster Astri Utami.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam President, for welcoming all of us to our meeting today. And hello, everyone. Good evening and maybe good afternoon for all of you here. Thank you so much for joining our meeting, Bhinneka Online Toastmaster meeting. And today, as the Madam President said, that my name is Asri, that will be the tone for this meeting. And we will have a special theme for this meeting, that is energy for now and the future. I think this topic is really relatable for us right now because everything is related to the energy and we are lacking energy day by day. And we need to know and also to think about renewable things to make the energy still alive, still have for all of us to do. And that is, I think, for about our energy. And before we are moving to the next agenda, I'm gonna ask someone to share your thoughts about the energy. What do you think about the energy for now and the future? Maybe I want to invite Toastmaster Pipit. I think you're quite related to the energy things.
Yes, I'm from energy. That's
Interest.
why
Yes.
related
What
to
do you think
energy.
about the energy?
I think renewable energy is something that the only thing we can depend on. So obviously, fossil fuel cannot be depended on. So we need to find most efficient renewable energy to replace fossil fuel. So that's what I think about renewable energy.
Okay, so you really supported the renewable energy, right? Okay, I think every one of us have the same perspective as the Toastmaster Pipit. So I hope we can elaborate more about the renewable energy, actually energy for energy at all, not only renewable energy, but everything's related to the energy. I hope we can elaborate it more in the table topic session. So we will going to start the meeting by reading the agenda first. We're going to have 3 sessions. The first is prepared speech session that we'll have 4 prepared speaker here and we will listen to them. And the second, we will have table topic session where we could participate to give the 1 to 2 minutes speech, impromptu speech. And the third is the most important session that we will have the evaluation session that we can improve by our performance today. And that's the agenda for today. And I'm not going to lead this meeting by myself, but I will have the team. And the team is the evaluator teams that will be led by General Evaluator Toastmaster Ben. And I will going to invite Toastmaster Ben to introduce your role and also your team to this meeting. Toastmaster Ben Whitaker.
Thank you, Madam Tom, and hello, everybody. It is really raining super hard now, so I can barely hear anything I'm even saying. But as a GE, my job is pretty much to evaluate the meeting from like last week as we started preparing all the way to the end of the meeting and to give you my update and evaluation throughout the whole thing. But of course, I have an amazing team of evaluators to help in different areas, and they're all, not all, a lot of them are from different places. For example, our grammarian is visiting us from Magical Bali Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Andre, can you give us a little bit of information while at your party?
Thank you very much, GE Band. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters from Bhinneka and distinguished guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. I'd also like to introduce you to the word of the day. So please allow me to share my screen. All right. Can everyone see my screen with the word of the day, renewable? It's an adjective. Yeah. of a contract or agreement, etc., it means capable of being renewed. For example, the 30-day truce is renewable by mutual agreement. And of a natural resource or source of energy related to our theme of the meeting tonight, it means not depleted when used. For example, a shift away from fossil fuels to renewable energy. As a noun, it means a source of energy that is not depleted by use, such as water, wind, or solar power. At the end, I'll be back with my grammarian report. That's all about my role. Thank you very much. I'll like to give the control back to Toastmasters Ben.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Andre. All right. All the way from Malang Toastmasters Club. I'm pretty sure he didn't attend any football match today. I'm pretty sure of that because he's here. It's our counter, Toastmaster Opry.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. This is going to start day for me, especially in Malang. Yeah, and as a counter, my job is to note words and sound that are used as a crunch or pause filler by anyone who speak, including and, well, but, so, also filler sounds like and any repeated word as well. And to reduce filler sound, I suggest you to use pause and take a deep breath and try to slow down, especially if you're still thinking about what you say next. And most importantly, I will give the report at the evaluation session. So that is my role introduction. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Opry. For a great reduction of the rules for the counter. And great advice. You're feeling about pausing. You're feeling you don't know what a word is, just kind of pause. Don't go, probably a good idea. All right, now we are on to one of the more important roles just in this kind of meeting is our timer. And to introduce our rules of the timer would be our timer, Toastmaster Yenny Wong.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jenny. I will be the timer for today. The timer means telling you have passed the required time or not, or whether you have overtime or not. So the first, second, or fourth prepared speaker will spend 5 to 7 minutes. For the third prepared speaker, will spend 10 to 12 minutes. For the table topic session later, will be 1 until 2 minutes. For the evaluator session will be 2 until 3 minutes. And I will give you sign for my background color, green, yellow, and red. For the prepared speaker, for the first, second, and fourth prepared speaker, green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6, red at 7. For the third prepared speaker, green at 10 minutes, yellow at 11 minutes, red at 12 minutes. For evaluator session, green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, red at 3 minutes. And I will share the report at the end of every session. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator, Mr. Ben.
Thank you very much, Jenny. And last but not least, to round up my team roles is our Zoom host and ballot counter. Hopefully her back is okay. Toastmaster Seni.
Thank you, Mr. GE. Hello, everyone. Today I'm your Zoom master and also the ballot counter. So as a Zoom master, I try my best to make sure that all of you got spotlighted well. And as the ballot counter, I will launch the poll at the end of the last session, which is evaluation sessions. And I also will make the beautiful certificate for the best of the best today. So, speakers, are you ready? Thank you very much. Back to you, Madam. Sorry, Mr. G.
All right. I will not evaluate that mistake. Just kidding. All right. Thank you very much, team. And again, you'll hear from me at the end of the meeting. So let me give it back to our wonderful Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Astrid.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator and teams. Thank you so much for introducing your role and also the team. And now we're going to the first agenda. That is the prepare speech session. And before we go, don't forget to use the word of the day as many as possible in this meeting. That is renewable. Don't forget to mention it. So we're going to the first session, prepared speech session. And the first speaker is our beloved member, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie Shahyadi. And the project is about, the pathway is the strategic relationship. And the project is the level 1, project 4. It is the first speech. And the length of the speech is about 5 to 7 minutes. The evaluator is Toastmaster Amelia Febriani from Han Toastmaster. Hello, Toastmaster Amel. And without any further ado, we're going to listen the speech from our first speaker. The title is Quick and Slow, Toastmaster Natalie.
Natalie, what is your passion? I was 25 in my last semester of university in Australia when I heard this question from my friend. Now, don't get me wrong. School and Natalie exist on the same page. Studying has always been enjoyable for me. Yeah, if you can imagine, I was that thick glasses, awkward, nerdy girl having my nose buried in the book. Basically an Asian version of Ugly Betty. I was quite confident in the way my brain works. So stumbling across a question that I couldn't really answer bothered me a lot. So I asked him, how do you define passion? Well, passion is something that you enjoy doing, something that makes your heart sing. This confused me even more because A, logically speaking, my heart cannot sing. And B, I didn't even know what I enjoyed doing. And that day, I started thinking, maybe I was quick with my mind, but slow with my heart. Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I used to think that life is a series of progression with a fixed destination. You will be happy if you graduate school early, if you get a great job, if you got married. Let me stop at that. And then 4 years passed after I graduated uni, and I still left behind with two main facts. Number one, I was still single. And number two, I still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I tackled every day just like a robot doing its job. Just do, don't fail. And I tackled relationship just like Usain Bolt training for his Olympics. Desperate. I felt like 30 under 30. Different doubts. Will I be really happy? Is this something that I really enjoy? Do I really want this relationship to work? I had so many different questions in my heart, and maybe some of you had that question too. We were so quick in believing what the world tells us to do, but we're so slow. And we rarely ask ourselves if that's really matter for us. Now, one night, as I was dreaming and trying to find out the answer of this confusion, I came across some photo albums of my dad. My father has passed away, but when he was still alive, he spent 10 years working in a cruise ship, not by choice, but by circumstances. His family was so poor, and he needed to support his 6 siblings. Among all the experiences that he told me during his cruise ship work, I remember one thing. He told me that the work was hard, the holiday was scarce, but he really enjoyed the benefit that he got through the work. He could travel the world. Natalie, I can see the world. And that matters the most to him. So as I remember that, I tried to connect back with what I was struggling at that time. What do I enjoy? What do I really enjoy doing? Am I really happy? And I started to break it down and did a soul searching. And I found out that ever since a long time ago, I knew that I wanted to do something that can help people. And I also realized that maybe one of my talent is in speaking and teaching. So since 2020, I decided to pursue public speaking more seriously and in a more professional way. I started to say yes to any opportunities that came across. I still remember the first yes I gave was for my friend podcast. I didn't really know what it was, but when she said, "Hey, do you want to speak?" I said yes. I didn't even know what I wanted to, I didn't even know what she wanted me to speak on. But one yes led to another yes, led to another yes. And I started to say yes in joining competition. It was an investment of blood, sweat, tears, time, and effort, but it resulted in something great. I never knew that I really enjoyed the competition so much. After all, some things can't be denied, right? So 3 years passed, and I felt like my life has become more enjoyable simply because I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm doing something that I felt I'm calling to do and can help other people. So since then, I changed my outlook in life. Life is not a series of progression with a fixed destination, but it's actually a series of escalation towards a not so fixed destination. I didn't really know where this will lead me on. I just knew that I enjoyed so much, and I started to listen to what my heart tells me. And if my dad found his enjoyment in seeing the world, I found my enjoyment in sharing the word. So now, if someone asks me, "Natalie, what is your passion?" I think I can answer him or her: to encourage and to empower people to develop their confidence. And I felt that if you can also start listening to what your heart says, but what matters most to you, then you can quickly enjoy your life and slowly listening and responding to what really matters to you. Back to you.
Whoa, thank you so much, Toastmaster Natalie, for sharing your story. That's very inspiring and also give us most valuable things that we need to have a quick and slow in our life, and maybe slow and hearing our heart to know our patient, then we can quickly enjoy our life. Thank you so much for sharing such a beautiful message for us. Thank you so much. This thing is Toastmaster Natalie. And next, we're going to listen another great speaker for the next speakers. And our second speaker is Toastmaster Bonaventure Philip Sungka. And the project of the speaker is about the level 1, project 2, evaluation and feedback. This is the first speech. The pathway is about effective coaching, and the length of the speech is about 5 to 7 minutes. The evaluator is our beloved member. This thing is Toastmaster Pipit Andriani. Okay, now we will listen to our second speaker, Toastmaster Bonaventure Philip Sungka. It's now or never. It's now or never. Toastmaster Bonaventure Philip Sungka.
Winners never quit. quitters never win. Let me ask you this question. Do you think there are rewards to having never die or never quit attitude? Raise your hand if you believe so. Thank you. We have 1, 2, yes. There are in fact 10 rewards if you have a never quit attitude. But in this session, I'm just going to highlight 3, the top 3. First, ladies and gentlemen, is it eliminates your fear. I remember during those times when I was trying out as the running back for an American football club over in Canada. And for the benefit of the listeners, I am the running back and I'm carrying a ball, an oblong looking ball, just like a rugby ball. And I have to carry that ball from my end of the field to the other side of the field, and I have to reach the end zone. And that is where I would score a touchdown. But the problem is there are 10 or more guys who are in front of me. They are the defensive teams, and their average height was 6 feet 8 inches. And their weight, mind you, the average weight was 385 pounds. And why is that a problem? It's because I stand at 5 feet 8 inches. And my weight then was a mere 165 pounds. That's going through big brick walls. The second fear that I encountered is that the end zone is some 50 yards away, and going through 10 huge, humongous defensive line is not easy. That is like going through brick walls. And that was my fear. But Vince Lombardi's quotation, winners never quit, quitters never win, I made it happen to myself that my size should be an advantage. I converted fear into agility, versatility, and speed. Very speedy Gonzalez me. And at the end of the season, you know what happened? I became the fourth team member that has scored a touchdown for Guelph Griffins. Not too bad for a 6 foot 8 inches guy, eh? The second reward is it is an opportunity for creativity. Now, let me just bring you back to June 5th, 2021. That was the time when we chartered Visampuru Toastmasters Club. We had 20 chartered members. However, on the first 1.5 months, it dwindled down and dropped from 20 to just a mere 8 members. 8 chartered members, that is just like calling on death. If you mind me saying this. But we had to go. We had to move on. We have to persevere. So what did I do? Or rather, what did we do? We had 4 meetings every month. 3 regularly scheduled meetings. First, second, and fourth Wednesdays of the month. And on the third month is our speech meeting. It's basically like forcing everybody to go and attend the meeting. And by the end of the 10th month, we have achieved 9 DCP goals. But we still have one goal to achieve. That is to have the membership base to 20. Creativity again beckons. And or rather we call on each member to bring in their family members to become a Misampuru Toastmaster Club members. And by the 15th of June, we have 20 member base in our Misampuru. 10 DCP goals, President Distinguished Club status. Not too bad an achievement, right? The third reward is that you dare to try things others are afraid of. This pandemic and post-pandemic had caused the confidence level in society, in the communities to really go down. There were not much jobs. Income is dwindling. And there was no trust in the people, and there were fear, and even the government was afraid of this. What did I do? I scout around, I called friends, I contacted friends who are over in the US as well as in Europe, and I was made to be introduced to a good friend from the United Nations, and lo and behold, there is fund actually made available for us. But we have one condition. We have to set up a cooperative. And this took us 3 weeks to set up the cooperative. And now the fund has come in Indonesia. Let me just end by the saying from Roy T. Bennett. Do not fear failures, but rather fear not trying. If we know that there is a goal, work on it, we would surely achieve it. But let's start now. Let me end. It's now or never. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Whoa, thank you so much, Toastmaster Bonaventure, for sharing this story. What an achievement as the president and also the area director for your best effort to maintain the club and also the area. Thank you so much for sharing it and give us the inspiration of the keep doing, keep trying. Thank you so much. And next, we're going to listen our third speaker, that is Toastmaster Ping Hendra. Toastmaster Ping Hendra will deliver the project Level 5 Project 2, Reflect on Pathway, and the purpose of the project to the member to reflect on his growth during the completion of an entire path. And the length of this speech is about 10 to 12 minutes, and the pathway is visionary communication. The evaluator of Toastmaster Ping is Toastmaster Lai Kok Fook from the Empire Toastmaster Club. Toastmaster Ping Hendra, what a journey, Toastmaster Ping Hendra.
What a journey it has been. This is probably the longest time for me to complete this path. So much so that throughout the 5 levels, I have received the signature of 3 different presidents. It's been that long. However, it's such a rewarding one. You see, when I did all my paths previously, I had a personal mission. For example, if my path, my very first path, it was effective coaching, all my speeches, they were directed towards how to coach. When it comes to my second path, presentation mastery, all my efforts were directed towards how to present professionally. And now comes the fourth one, which is visionary communication. So all my efforts and all my speeches, my ideas were all directed towards how to craft a great vision. And for me to get the opportunity to speak wasn't great at that time. It was because I was too busy with my personal life as well. And also because I just did not get that inspiration for me to craft speeches or for me to say some ideas that's vision driven. Until a couple of months ago, when I received an opportunity to deliver not speeches, more like a sharing session at a university in Bali. And that's when I noticed, wow, I need to be able to give the audience, give them all these dose of inspirations and let the students know that, hey, you know what, they have made the right decision. And this is the path to go, and this is the way to go for them to go forth and prosper in their careers after they graduated. So I started to look back at the manual. And for those of you that are planning or is currently taking this path, visionary communication, take a look at project 3. Sorry, level 3, project 1. Okay, those manual alone will help you a lot in how to crafting a vision that not only the audience will understand, not only the audience will get it, but also how the audience will get moved by it. And when I shared that project out, it was awesome. All my students, they loved it and they said, wow, you know what, it's great. So much so that one of them reached out to me personally through LinkedIn and asked me to become her coach. And I said, yes. And that's wonderful. So I got a new client because of that particular event, which I don't even have that intention or that thought of chasing after a client for that particular project. And it was great. Now comes the last project, which is level 5. And this project is called Develop Your Vision. Develop Your Vision. And in this project, it states that, hey, you know what? Let's say you have something going on in your life or an organization, which is Toastmasters, or outside of your organization. If there's something going on, create a plan, vision plan, and then you implement the plan. And then speech number 2 is when you say to the audience what are some of the aspects that you implemented and how it felt. So on the first speech, I told the audience at Jakarta Toastmasters Club on the 1st of September 2022. I said, you know what? I am going to write a book. Without any hesitation, I said, I am going to write a book. That's my vision. It's something that I really wanted to do for the longest time. It's been something that's bugging me, and I really wanted to do that. How I'm going to do it, I'm not sure, but that's my vision. So now that I have a vision, and I promised the audience, I said, I am not going to do the second speech until I got that book in my hand. If I don't get that book, I will not do the speech. So this will be forever. It will be an unfinished path for I don't know how long. And 2 days later, I received a Facebook message from a friend that I've met a long time ago back in Singapore. And he said, Ping, I am doing a project. It's writing a book. And this book is, you will be co-authoring this book along with different other authors across Singapore and Malaysia. And I'm going to give you a chapter. Would you like to be a contributing author? I said yes on the spot, without knowing what the project is all about. I don't even know what am I going to write about. I don't even know by requirements or experience or whatever the case might be. I didn't know. I just said, yes, I'm in. And then after that, I said, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to write? When's the deadline and stuff? And then he said this, it was on a Tuesday, I still remember. And he said, the deadline is this Friday. Are you able to do that? You need to write about 1,500 to 2,500 words. Those are the limit. Do not go over, do not go under. Once you hit the limit, that's it. The benchmark is from the different authors that has given him the manuscript. It's about 2,000 to 2,200. So if you're on that range, you're good. I said, okay. So on Tuesday to Friday, perfect. Which is exactly the same as that manual. And funny enough, that manual says there is a goal plan. How are you going to implement that plan step by step? That's why this path, if you really take it, just by downloading that sheet alone, you are going to be able to use that for your life outside of Toastmasters. It's incredible. So I said to myself, okay, I'm going to write it. And that's how I did. So of course, the very first day, what did I do? I procrastinated. I ended up looking at YouTube and research for the stuff, and I didn't get it done all the way until finally I start writing it and I sent out the manuscript, of course, with a lot of errors. And when they fix it for me and it looked wonderful, then I said to myself, awesome, I can't wait to get the book. So lo and behold, the book arrived just a couple of days ago because of customs and stuff like that. And this is the book that is here, and this is the chapter that I have written by, and you can see my name over there. And I'm very happy to have this book. I have not read the book yet. What the other, how many authors are here? I have no idea. So these are all the list of the authors. I am author number, I'm not even sure which are, that's me. So you have all the other authors. I haven't even touched the book, basically. It's so hot off the press that if I can do it, all of you can do it too. That's the point that I want to share. And this particular path, it's really life-changing. Really, really, really life-changing. If you have some idea that you wanted to implement for the longest time and you haven't done so, because obviously all of us, we are multi-dimensional creature. We cannot just focus on one thing and one thing alone. There'll be suicide because we have other commitments, life commitments, we have career commitments, we have different types of distractions and interruptions stopping us along the way. What if you take that path, visionary communication, and you really look, when you define your vision, write it down specifically for your life. Obviously, the booklet or the manual will say for your club, it will say, write a vision for your club, but you have the option to do it for your life. It will be much more beneficial for you if you change the approach. Instead of looking at it for your club, you do it for your life. It will be much, much more rewarding for you. It took me exactly a month when I said out loud that, hey, I'm going to write a book. Don't know the idea, don't know the concept. It's just a small, random, weird, stupid reason. And here we are, 1 month later, It's here. So then again, if I can do it, all of you can do it as well. No matter what, whether you wanted to write a book, you want to have an online course, you want to start that website, you want to start that business, you want to chase that girl or chase that guy, no matter the case, no matter what it is, take that first step forward. Take that first step forward, and I can confidently assure you that your journey towards the attainment of that goal is much faster than you thought possible. And again, visionary communication. Look at what you want from your eyes, from your mind's eye. Look forward, what is it you want to achieve, and then you trace backwards. And I can assure you, you will achieve your goal. Okay, and I hope this can be a source of inspiration for you, and at the same time for you to take a look at visionary communication pathways in case you are finishing your path and you are looking for a new path to choose from. Okay, all the best. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see what you've got next. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ping, for sharing your journey and completing the visionary communication pathway, right? Thank you so much for giving us the inspiration and also still trying to persuade us to do the visionary communication as well. Thank you so much. And we're going to our next speaker, the last speaker for this meeting, Toastmaster Shirlina. Toastmaster Shirlina will deliver the speech. The pathway is about persuasive influence, and the level is level 1, project 4, evaluation. Objective of the speech is to deliver anything of the speech, and also actually for implementing the feedback for the next speech. And the length of the speech is about 5 to 7 minutes. The evaluator is Toastmaster Jen Mo. So without any further ado, let us listen. Toastmaster Shirlina, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Toastmaster Shirlina.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
When you are uncomfortable, that is when you learn something new about yourself. I couldn't agree more with this brainy quote. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, I love durians, but my ex-boyfriend, now husband, used to hate them. Well, I guess it is an acquired taste for Westerners. The first time I introduced this spiky, smell worse like rotten cheese to him, I was unsure if our relationship would stand the test. I call it smell test. Luckily, it survived. When we started dating, I told him, if you love me, you have to prove it to me. I know, I was a lot younger back then. Not very nice girl, yeah? So one evening, I invited him over for dinner. Guess what did I prepare for dessert? Durian, of course. I know, you may think I was a bit mean. I'm sorry. Being a gentleman, he asked, what can I help? I walked into the kitchen dining table and handed him the durian that was securely wrapped in layers and layers of newspapers. Please help me to open this. As soon as he unwrapped the object, the pungent smell penetrated to his nose. Immediately, he put it down on the dining table and stick his nose out the window. Try to breathe some fresh air. We know many boyfriends or girlfriends. We like to impress each other, right? To impress me, he had no choice but to complete his mission. I handed him a chopper. Don't play with this, okay? So let him to do the hard work and discover. As I walked towards the kitchen, I heard, ouch! I rushed to the dining table. He was unhurt. A closer look. Oh my God, my dining table, very beloved dining table, have a deep cut on it, but the durian escaped. He sincerely apologized and swore he would not spare that durian that evening. He tried again and again. Eventually, he managed. Knowing how much effort went into it, he was determined to eat it. As he brought the durian close to his mouth, he nearly vomited. But he held his nose, bravely took the first, second, third, fourth bite, so on, so forth. He became comfortable. A couple of years later, we took a trip back to Malaysia to visit my aged parents. We did a detour to Penang, one of the most popular tourist destinations in West Malaysia. There were a few durian stores outside our hotel. For some reason, that evening, he decided to have durians for supper. The durian store owner set out a table and have 2 durians in front of him. As my husband was enjoying his durian, a few locals passed him, saw him. I'm eating durian, followed by some Arab tourists. Walked past with their nose, mouth covered. As soon as I told my husband, shocked, they asked, how can you eat these durians? There's so many. My husband walked out and said, yeah, a little bit smelly, but it's very delicious. You should try, tasty sweet. You don't find in your country. I was speechless. He was introducing this king of fruit to these tourists like a pro. Remember how uncomfortable he was in the beginning. But today, durians and he are inseparable. Ladies and gentlemen, when I first joined Toastmaster, it was like a bit of my husband's durians experience. In the beginning, I was very uncomfortable to do speeches, but after rounds or attempts, I began to adapt. Last term, to receive Triple Crown Award, many of us know we need to deliver speeches at 11 divisions, meaning almost at every meeting, I was a stranger to the club. That was very uncomfortable for me, but I knew life presented those opportunities to broaden my horizon. It was up to me to grab it and create something great out of it. To my greatest surprise, I achieved 2 Triple Crowns Award. We know this term, Triple Crown Awards only require 3 levels of project. 1, 2, 3. Is that comfortable enough for you? If you still feel uncomfortable to pursue a Triple Crown Award this term, I strongly encourage you to start getting comfortable being uncomfortable. And I will see you all at the Triple Crown stage. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Wow, what an interesting story, Toastmaster Shirlina. Comfortable being uncomfortable. So we need to try to make that comfortable. Thank you so much for the durian story to the triple crown persuasive for all of us. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shirlina. And I think Toastmaster Shirlina end up our session of prepared speech. And please timer Toastmaster Yenny Wong timer report on the chat so we know report on the chat. And while waiting for our timer, I will invite our SA8 Zoom Master, Toastmaster Seni, to lead the group picture session. Toastmaster Seni.
Hello, hello, everyone. Did you guys enjoy the prepare speech sessions? Yes, of course. Okay, now it's time for us to take a beautiful and handsome pictures. Andre and you, and also Lai, would you mind to show
I'll
your?
try. I'll try my best. I'll find a better place.
But don't give us only your eyes, okay?
No, I won't. Yeah.
Yenny, can you smile for a while? I know that you are serious. You prepared the time report. Sue, are you ready? It's okay. Everyone ready? Okay, I will take 2 times picture. First is formal pose. Okay, smile. 3, 2. Smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay, give me a moment to paste it. Hold on, hold on. Where's Okay, another one, another pose. Fun pose or crazy pose? Up to you guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. Back to you, Miss Tom.
I need to get back to my dark room.
Okay then. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Seni, for taking the picture of us. And we still waiting for the timers report, but that's okay. Toastmaster Yeni, please send it to the chat. And we're going to the next session while we have listened all the interesting story for our prepared speaker. Now we have the chance to share our thought also in a impromptu speech in table topic session. And this table topic session will be led by our beloved member, Toastmaster Noel. Toastmaster Noel, are you here now? Yes. Toastmaster Noel, please lead this session, table topic session. Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you. I know it's my turn. So today I will topic master. So fellow Toastmaster and welcome guests. Table topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Topic help train member to quickly organize and express their. You can think of the table topic speech as with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides opportunity for any member who is not on duty in meeting agenda. Also participate if they wish, and each speaker is required to speak 1 to 2 minutes, and participants are disqualified at over than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so our theme for today is for now and future, and each speaker must use the word of the speech. And today's word, if we remember, and I would like to remind, is renewable. So don't forget to use our word of the. So I have my first volunteer. Who will be the first volunteer? If no, I will choose the lucky.
Narendra Resisen.
Who?
Narendra Resisen.
Oh, TM.
Pardon, Toastmaster Noel. Pardon. Toastmaster Jenny, have you finished the time report for the prepared speech before starting counting the table topics? I just making sure because you just send the Natalie times. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Jenny. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster Noel.
Okay, so the lucky one, first one is TM Mahendra. Let me share my screen for today's table topic. Share my screen. Share. Okay, TM Mahendra. Tell me 2 or 3 actions to save the energy for future.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, have you ever heard about the terms of reuse, reduce, and recycle? Raise your hand, please. Reduce, reuse, and recycles. Well then, we are in the same page now. Reuse, we are using something that still can be used. For example, the misprint, a short of papers, well, actually it can be used if we would like to sketch something or calculating things manually using our pens or pencils. Reduce, well, if we can use the media such as soft copy of the PDFs to give information to our friends or colleagues or clients using a soft copy of PDF, it's better than print it out and send it to his or her desk. And recycle. We can use those papers which is supposed to be burned, but we can recycle it to other types of paper which is can be used, for examples, to wrap something or to do it to the art style of artwork. That works. How can I say that? Reduce, reuse, and recycle will save the energy. Can you imagine how many trees are cut in Borneo Islands or Kalimantan just to make a piece of paper? There are maybe hundreds of trees already cut because you or the company in the industry cannot just produce a single slice of paper. They will produce like a lot, and so that's why they cut a lot of trees using a lot of fuels. So that's why reduce, reuse, recycle always amazing for saving energy. Get back control to topic master.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hendra. So if I can get your point is recycle and reduce. So this is will be save our energy, will be save our environment. Good speech. Okay, next to the second volunteer. My second volunteer. Who will be the second volunteer?
Ben.
Noel.
Okay, Mr. Ben. So, Mr. Ben, the second table topic. Let me share the screen. If Thomas Alva Edison didn't invent the lamp, how is the earth now? What will you do? Ben, Thomas Alva Edison didn't invent the lamp. How is the earth now? What will you do? Emily,
All right, thank
please.
you. Yeah, thank you, Table Topics Master. One thing about the world that we know and history and how it's told is someone would have came up with the idea eventually. Right? If Thomas Alva Edison didn't do it, someone else would have done it in his place. The world would have maybe been a little darker for a little bit longer. Now, several hundred years later, I think we're fine. Maybe not several hundred, 200 maybe less than that. I don't know. My history I don't really know very well. But I think we would still be pretty bright. There's a lot of areas in this world where they don't have electricity. They don't even use light. They go to bed when the sun goes down, they wake up when the sun comes up. If there was no electricity at all, I think the world might be a little bit better. We wouldn't have to worry about cell phones and we wouldn't have computers. We'd have to have conversations with people. Kind of a little bit of a renewed sense of appreciation of the person in front of you. If we didn't have to worry about even electricity, let alone a light to switch on when it's dark, we'd appreciate our time a little bit more, I believe. Which is what we need to do is take a look at our day. How much can we get done? We could write books. We could accomplish things. We could say yes to people. Right? We could write a speech on American football and deliver it in Indonesia. Right? It's all that. We can take this time and kind of do whatever we want. We might have a little less light throughout the day, but I think we'd be able to appreciate our time a little bit longer. And that's what happens if Thomas Alva Edison didn't invent the lamp. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you. Oh, different point from TM Ben about the life electricity. So sometimes I expect different point, but this is really excellent. Thank you, TM Ben. Going to the next table topic. Sorry, how many table topic that I can share today? Because I have a lot. Just worry if I
Until 7 minutes, so around 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay, next, who will be the next volunteer?
I mean 3 or 4 more. Geo.
Oh, Geo is my bestie. Geo, please. You can do it, man. Okay, let me share the screen. TM Geo. What do you think about 50 years later in terms of TM Geo? What do you think about 50 years later of environment?
Well, 50 years later in terms of environment, but yeah, I think for the 50 years later, I think the earth the earth is will be good. As you know, currently we are like we are changed to to our energy to the electrical, like the motorcycle or vehicle, little by little change to the electrical. But I believe for the another energy will be developed. So I optimist our Earth will be good for 50 years later. Yes, and back to you, Toastmaster Noel.
Okay, good positive thing, and yeah, we hope later from now, so we still have a good environment with I think advanced technology, but you know for the 50 years. But good point. Thank you, TMGO. Next, Who will be the next volunteer?
Toastmaster Shu, come on.
Toastmaster Shu, you are spotlight. Okay, let me share the screen. Shu, which one do you prefer? Use public transportation or use your vehicle? Why? Toastmaster Shu, which one do you prefer? Use public transportation or use your own vehicle? Why?
All right, so thank you very much, our table topic master. So public transportation versus own vehicle. So which one do I prefer? So to be honestly, I prefer my own vehicle. So usually when I go outside, I go to work, I go to school, I usually go by a car. But I know that it's not really contributing well to my environment. So those kind of gases leak from our car own vehicles, that will affect much than the public transportation. For the public transportation, just with only one, we can have so many people inside it, right? So that it will also save the energies and also kind of like gases leaking out from them. So it will affect positively to our environment. I know too well, but still, I'm still prefer the public transportation over that own vehicle, because here in Myanmar, that public transportation are not really convenient, if I have to say. So that's why I have a fact that I am not really into them. But still, if I have a chance in the future, if they are a bit more convenient than before, right now, in the future, I'll surely use them, because yeah, we all know that public transportation are really cheap, and also they are good for the environment if you are someone who care really well about the environment. So what about you, everyone? Do you prefer public transportation or your own vehicle? Decide yourself, and the choice is yours. Back to you, our table topic master.
Thank you. So if for me, I think right now use my own vehicle is also the good choice to do the mobilization for every day, because right now our own public transportation still growth or still develop, I think. So maybe in the future we can use public transportation in Indonesia, like in Singapore or other country in Australia or etc. Okay, I hope I still have time. So if I still have a time, I still have a full slot for table topic.
Juliana, come on.
Juliana will be do it next time. How about TM Robin Chan?
I saw Apri's name on the list, so maybe if Juliana is not going, Apri will go. So let's have Apri. Because we promised him to have a slot for table topics last time, and today is the day for that slot. So go ahead.
Actually, Pivot put me in the chat.
Okay, time Apri. The time is yours. Let me share my screen. Time Apri. 3 important things: electricity, water, and smartphone. How do you order the juice, and which one do you choose? Okay, 3 important things: electricity and smartphone. How do you order the juice, and which one do you choose? Team Apri, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the question. I think those 3 things is one of the most important things in our lives, especially in 21st century, where all of us is depend on those things. And for me, quite obvious for me, because first is water, because we cannot survive without water, right? I ever experienced that when I was hiking, water is one of the most important element that I need to bring in order for me to stay fit during my journey. And the next is, I think electricity isn't the most important, because if I don't have electricity, most likely I don't can use my smartphone to communication. And for the third, yeah, obviously the smartphone, right? And we used to communicate with other people. We can meet here via Zoom, so we can communicate with each other. So yeah, three toasting is really important. And however, the priority is still water, because we born in the egg, what's called is in the old egg. Water is one of the key component in our life. If we don't have it, then we cannot survive. And then we use water to create electricity, like a generator, and then we can start using our smartphone to communicate and share our idea to other people. I think that's all for my answer. Back to Double Topic Master.
Okay, thank you. But if I give a question right now, I think they will prefer smartphone, because without smartphone they cannot live. Okay, I still have a time.
No more, Ben said.
Okay, thank you. So back to the Tom. Thank you for the session.
Oh, thank you so much, Toastmaster Noel, for the very insightful table topic session, for the question, and also for all the speakers who already sharing the thought about renewable, about the energy. Thank you so much for very interesting session. And I think now I will have the timer report. Oh, it's already here. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Yenny Wong, for the report of the times. And yes, we already done our second session. Now we are going to the last session. And the session is the most important session, because we will know how to improve our performance by the evaluation. So I will invite our GE to lead the evaluation session. Toastmaster Ben.
Thank you, Tom Astri. All right, we are here to learn what we can do and what things we did awesome. So let's go with our very first evaluator, all the way from Hand Toastmasters Club. To evaluate our first speaker, Natalie, is Amelia Febrani. Amelia?
Thank you, Ben. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. Quick and slow. Well, since it's for Natalie, let me be quick in mentioning what went well and slow in explaining my suggestion for you. What I like from your speech are, first, you explained the quick and slow context in the very beginning of your speech. So we now understand what is quick and slow that you mean in your title. Second, I like the way you mentioned the change of perspective that we can compare from your opening to your closing about how you see life. So to improve your speech even more, since you asked me to focus on the structures, then I have several suggestions for you. The first suggestion is to have a red thread to bind your content. I suggest to use quick and slow to bind your content in patient finding. The quick and slow itself is very catchy, and you explain it at the very beginning. So I think it's very good if you following up when you build your content and also your conclusion. So it means the word quick and slow can occur not only in the opening, but also in the body itself. Let's say that you mentioned about the social standard and how you see the social standard in the light of quick and slow. Probably quick in doing what people are doing, but slow in understanding what I really want. And also in your dad story and your own story, I think using quick and slow, it also can make it more memorable. For example, quick in taking the opportunity to say yes, but slow in reflecting how does it make me feel. So in that way, you make your message stronger. The second suggestions that I would like to give to you is to emphasize the personal part of the story, the feeling, the emotion, the journey of finding passion. Story is powerful. All public speakers know about it. But story is powerful only when it can transport us to that particular moment. Therefore, in my opinion, details are necessary. Relevant details are necessary to make the listener feel the emotion itself. So emphasize on how your dad realized his passion. Emphasize on what was your feeling when you can help other people gain confidence. How is your own reflection when you go from one thing to the second thing to the third yes to the fourth yes, and how you can conclude what is your passion. So by doing that, you're not only using story in your speech, but you're also taking us in the journey itself, and people can reflect on their own journey in their own personal story. The last I would like to suggest is stronger conclusion. To make it more relevant to the listener, you already mentioned your passion, which is answer the questions that been asked by your friend at the opening. But I think it will be more powerful if you ask the listener, so what is your passion? Have you found your passion? And so it can make the steps, the quick and slow thing in your speech can be more relevant to the listener. Yes, everybody, you can find your passion when your quick mind and slow heart are attuned. So again, speech are renewable when you apply the suggestion. I hope this evaluation can be beneficial for everyone. Back to you, G.
Awesome. Great job, Amelia. Very thorough. Right. Our second evaluator to evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster Bonaventure, is our own Pipit. Go ahead, Pipit.
Hello. I was trying to pronounce his name so it won't be wrong. Bonaventure. All right. Congratulations, Bonaventure. Today is like the end of the day. People run out of their energy, but you managed to motivate us to build our club and become stronger, especially now after renewal terms. A lot of clubs losing members, so it's such a relatable issue that you brought up here. And that's actually related to the feedback from your previous evaluator. The previous evaluator in your first speech said that you did not really explain what the problem was in your speech. From this speech that I just heard from you, I could tell that you can explain the issue well this time. So congratulations on that. Not only that, but you are also able to motivate people how to fix that problem and also share some tips on how to handle the issue. So this is the improvement that I can imagine from the first speech and then seeing the second speech right now. And the takeaway message was actually the second feedback that was brought up by your first evaluator, right? The first evaluator said, the takeaway message from your speech was not clear enough. Unfortunately, I still have to agree with this thing. Usually for me, the message is hinted in the title. So we should not take the title for granted. So your title was, it's now or never, right? I personally do not like this phrase because it's now or never sounds like people who do not believe in second chances, although you were able to make me reconsider, okay? However, I feel like this message did not really have any connection with the rest of the stories that you share. So if you really like the title, then you probably have to make the story somehow coherent with this title. So it didn't feel like forced in a way, right? But if you, for example, have prepared really good stories, then maybe find a better title that can give some hint to the audience that this is going to be the takeaway message, right? So I think you have to make some sacrifices or some adjustment here in the title and also the takeaway message. Now, for the message itself, I think every speech, the message must be backed up with supporting stories. If not stories, then facts, right? But facts, you look like facts, it's so boring. So we prefer stories. Personally, I felt like some of the stories did not really have connection with each other. This is a collection of stories almost, right? But one story after another did not have any smooth transition. What's the connection between when you talk to someone, a friend in the United States, and then doing that kind of activity did not have any smooth transition between each other. So it felt like several stories jumped together, all jumbled together. So to avoid doing that, I suggest you to make a smooth transition between the first story and the next one and the first story and the next one. So it did not feel like a collection of stories jumbled together to make a speech. And then finally, after you put them in a coherent way, you can come up with a connecting message as a takeaway. So I really hope that I can help you to deliver better speech in the future, and looking forward to listen to that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Pipit. And our third evaluator for our third speaker is going to be super bodybuilder guy, all the way from Empire Toastmasters. Is yours Empire Toastmasters live?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay. Empire Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Live.
Thank you, General Letter Ben. Having a vision and how to communicate it effectively is sometimes a problem that we face. And today, what we saw from how Ping has demonstrated us that he had successfully having a vision and communicate effectively and make it happen. And this is through his delivery. He successfully co-authored a book. And he just become a man who is say yes first, figure out how to do it later. Ping, congratulations on your book and completing on this project. Congratulations to you. Let's give him a big hand of applause. And Ping, as for your speech delivery today, I have 2-point suggestion for you and 2 points that I like in your speech delivery. Number one is you use your personal experience to tell us that how you tackling this pathway, and when you due to your work and personal life as has stopped you to do this project, you stop first to take care of the matters that are important to you. As we know that in Toastmaster learning, it is all about personal matters must come first. It's not to disrupt our learning experience as well. If personal matters is not fixed, how can you do your learning more properly? Number two, you encourage the Toastmaster here to use the project outside of Toastmaster in work, personal life as well. As I personally agree with you on this point, I personally had used the same method as you to use the project outside of my Toastmaster life, and it has helped me achieve my DTM status. I can tell you, this project, doing the project outside of Toastmaster is very effective in helping you grow. And Ping, thank you for reminding the Toastmaster to use it outside of Toastmaster. And here is my suggestion for you for your future delivery. Number one is the lack of eye contact and your vocal variety, that is lack of excitement. When you start your speech, you was looking down. What is your vision? There was the lack of that. When you start your vision, you can slowly draw up. What's your vision? Bring out the voice there. And when you're showing your books, where is the excitement? That is your greatest achievement in your visionary communication plan. Show your excitement in your delivery. Number two is how much have you grown? Tell us in your delivery. That's what is important. Why are you reflecting on your path today? Show us how much you have grown. And Ping, I would say congratulations to you on finishing this pathway and co-author the book. And my suggestion for you is your vocal variety, eye contact, and tell us how much have you grown through this learning journey. And thank you for that. Back to you, General Evaluator Ben.
All right, thank you. All right, very well done. Okay, final evaluator of the evening, all the way from, where'd it go? Where did it go? Swan City Toastmasters Club. All right, to evaluate our fourth speaker, Sharlina, is going to be Toastmaster Jane Mo.
Thank you, GE Ben. So congratulations again to Shalina for completing this speech. I've heard, this is the second time I've heard it, and still fun to listen to the second time because I love that story very much. Well, this is applying to have some improvement from the last feedback, but I could see that you have improved from the last feedback, which is one of the feedback was you need to have a stronger emphasis and to dramatize some of the stories in it, like cutting the knife, cutting using the knife, and you surely have that improvement, and you have a good pace, you have good gestures, and this time you're showing the pictures, which is I think is a good way. Also, you know, you're showing the picture of durian and said this is a rotten cheese. So this is that is good. You show it, and then you show the knife as well. Good vocal variety, and you imitate your husband's accent. I know this is very hard to do. I think your husband is Italian, so but that is a very good try and really good. But what I think what some of the suggestions I would give for more improvement. Now, I believe this kind of speech, this kind of story, you can put a lot of humor in it, because this is a very, very fun story. And so what I would suggest is some of the parts just have fun with it. You know, like when you ask your husband to help to open this, just try to be naughty. So in that way, you're showing to the audience that you just want to tease your husband. So you don't have to tell you don't have to tell the audience that you want to make you want to make fun of him or what. You just use a vocal variety, use your body language, use a voice as to tell that story. So you don't have to tell, you just show it to them. And when your husband, there's one part which I really like, when you came back to Malaysia and you have this durian, and your husband was eating this durian, and the locals were so surprised that a foreigner actually eating durian. You don't have to tell the audience, just show it to them. How do you show? If I were you, this is my suggestion, I would just show the audience how your husband would enjoy it. I was like, this is so yummy. And when you act as the locals, seeing your husband seeing your husband eating that durian, you could use and you could face the camera and pretend that your husband and show that durian and use that Italian gesture, king of fruits, the best fruits in the world. So that is how you have fun with it. You don't have to tell, just show, and people understand it immediately. So that is why body language and vocal variety also tells a story. So these are my suggestions. I've always loved your speeches, and I really hope to listen more of this kind of story, because I love all this kind of speech. I love these kind of stories. So congratulations to you again, and hope to listen more from you. Back to you, GE Ben.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster. Very, very well done. A lot of really crucial points in that, and I'll get back what Toastmaster Jane meant. And all the evaluators. It is a really strong meeting with four really strong speakers, and to match with really strong evaluators. So those of you that are like big at different levels of your speech, you really want to like either play this video back and listen to the evaluators. All of them had really crucial points that you can add to all of your speeches inside Toastmasters and even in your everyday life. So well done. And our timer, do you have the timer's report? You could post it in the chat box, please, Miss Timer. No. Yes. Okay. Wait here. And as we are doing this, you want to think back about the table topics, think back about the speakers, and there they are. We have 2, 3 that are not qualified. Super. Lai, you win. Good job, Lai. Hey, a win is a win, right? A win is a win.
Yeah, I think 3 of us did it on purpose. Yeah, we set Lai up.
Hey, just don't throw bottles when your team loses, right? And then rush the field. Not a good look. Definitely not a good look. All right. Not to make jokes about the worst sporting event ever in the history of sports. But anyways, I'm just wasting time here. Senny, you ready to have the poll to vote? We don't need to do evaluators because Lai already won. Or Robin, Senny or Robin, who's going to be posting the
I will
vote?
launch. Mr. GE, give me a moment, please.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Maybe call grammarian first.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, so we're going to go right
Okay.
to the eval. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry to
You got it?
interrupt. Okay,
Sure.
I'm ready to launch the poll now.
All right, cool.
All right, I will launch the poll in 3, 2, 1. Anyone can see the poll?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so we have 3 speakers who are eligible to be voted as the favorite one.
You can vote Lai twice. Which Lai is going to win? One Lai or 2 Lai?
Both
Probably my
lies.
twins. My twins.
Right?
This
Lie, lie,
try.
lie.
So
By the
for
way,
the
just for kicks,
How to do that? I don't know
okay.
how to do that. There's nothing to press.
well, you're a host. That's why, Marendra.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I tried to remove one lie, but unfortunately it cannot happen. So yeah, just 2
I don't
lies.
think you're being honest with us. Definitely lying.
Okay, Ben, you can send your vote to me private and also Marendra because both of you are co-hosts. Okay.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Directly to you. Okay.
Just
Okay.
a spoiler alert: the first lie won by a
Everyone send a
landslide.
vote. I will end the vote. I will end the ballot. I will end the poll in 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. GE.
Okay, one moment here. Hey, let's mute ourselves, Marendra. We're gonna sneeze on camera there. All right. As you guys see, Bhinneka Online, we interrupt each other quite a bit. It's really good. It'll be in my evaluation report as well. All right, grammarians,
Yes.
give us an idea, Andre. You could separate yourself from your party.
I'm sorry. I still have to turn off my camera, everyone. Yeah. It's
It's okay,
still
man.
dark. Anyway, yeah. Are you ready for a quick English session, everyone, for my grammarians report? Awesome. Yeah, let's start with the grammatical mistakes. There are 2 examples that I've made for you here. The first one, my father has passed away. So when you talk about this situation, it would have been better to use, oh, sorry, I missed the word father. My father had passed away, or my father passed away in, because present perfect means that something that happened in the past and has possibility of happening again in present or in the future. So yeah, in this context, so with better use past tense or past perfect. The second one is about countable and non-countables with the word much or many. Since jobs, the word jobs is it's a countable noun, so it's better to say, instead of saying there were not much jobs, we should say there were not many jobs. And for the next few clauses or phrases, I'd like you to work them with me together. So the first one, what corrections you can make? Please unmute and then say the correct clauses, everyone.
The different authors that have given him the manuscript.
Perfect, Nat. Yeah, so you can't use has because we have the plural subjects, different authors. So you gotta use have given him the manuscript.
Oh, actually had, right?
Or
Had.
yeah, either has or had. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, depending on what context you're using here. Yeah. And the next one, what's wrong with the sentence? I'm not even touched the book.
I didn't even touch the book.
Perfect. I didn't even touch.
I haven't.
Verb one, or I haven't even touched the book. So you got two choices of.
Or I'm lazy.
All right.
You say I'm lazy, we understand.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's even a better suggestion. Next one. Yeah. So what's wrong with this? This is again about plural and singular nouns. So if you use 2 and 3, it's got to be plural.
Actions.
Actions. Perfect. Yeah. And what about
save energy, not the, right?
Yes. Yeah.
For the future.
Save energy for the future. So you shift. You put the word the, yeah, in another place for the future. Save energy for the future. All right. Next one, I optimist. What's wrong with this? How can you make this correct?
I'm
There are two
optimistic.
choices. I'm optimistic, or you can say I'm an optimist. But of course, they convey slightly different meaning to each of that sentence. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to say I'm optimistic, yeah, it's better in that context, answering the question of the table topic session. Next, I usually go by a car. Just one little mistake here.
Travel by car.
Okay, you can say I travel by car, or I usually go by car without a. Next one, I'm still prefer public transportation. What's wrong with this?
Without M.
Without M, yes. I still prefer public transportation to blah, blah, blah.
I still
whatever
prefer using.
Yeah, you can use, yeah. So either gerund or noun phrase like public transportation. Yeah, so either one is fine, but without M when you use the word prefer. And it's prefer, yeah. Next one, if I still have a time, do I still have a time? Do you need a here or not? Without a, so do I still have time, or if I still have time or some time?
Yes, please continue.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Next one, water is one of the most important elements. What's wrong with this? Or how can
elements?
Elements, perfect. Yeah. And for pronunciation, everyone, please unmute your microphone and pronounce these words with me together. Let's start from the first one. 3, 2, 1, go.
Suggest.
Suggest. Yeah, perfect. Suggest. Yeah. Next one.
Suggest. Agenda.
Agenda, not agenda, but agenda. Not suggest, but suggest.
Agenda.
Next one, the third one, everybody.
Volunteer.
Perfect. Next one.
Vehicle.
Yeah. Vehicle. It's
Vehicle.
silent H. Yeah. Vehicle. Everybody, unmute and pronounce together.
Vehicle.
Perfect. Perfect.
Without H. Without H, Rendra.
Without H. Yeah. Vehicle. Yeah. See the phonetic symbols. Vehicle. Yeah. Vehicle. Yeah. Vehicle. All right. The last one.
Brava.
Together.
Prefer.
Prefer. Yeah,
Prefer.
prefer. Yeah, it's long.
Prefer.
British is
Prefer.
prefer.
Yes, yeah.
Prefer.
Oh, yeah, I have to tell you,
I
this is British.
prefer.
Yeah, I'm following British.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Ben.
Prefer.
Sorry, American accent lovers. Okay.
I prefer vehicle.
Okay,
Prefer.
perfect.
Prefer.
Yeah.
I
All
prefer
right.
vehicle.
Yeah, next,
I
I'll go
prefer
with
vehicle.
the beautiful use of language. The first one from DTM Natalie. I love this one. One yes, led to another yes, led to another yes, led to another yes. So confirming and so motivating. Thank you, Nat, for sharing this.
Ah,
TM Bonaventure, winners never quit, quitters never win. I love the opening of your speech. And then from TM Ping, we cannot focus on only one thing because it's a suicide or it's suicidal. All right, another one from TM Ping. If I can do it, you all can do it too. Next from TM Shirlina. I love this one. If you still feel uncomfortable right now, I recommend you get comfortable being uncomfortable. Thank you for sharing this, Shirlina. I love the durian love story too. Nice. Yeah, I could relate with my own love story. Next one, let's move on to the quote from Marendra. Reduce, reuse, and recycle will save energy. Sorry, not the energy, or save energy. All right, the last one, but not least, from TM Amelia. We all know that story is powerful. She said something more powerful than this, but I couldn't catch it. But yeah, feel free to ask TM Amelia about what she said about the stories. And of course, we heard lots of great use of language and also suggestions from our wonderful evaluators. They said a lot and they said quite fast, so I couldn't catch and take notes of all the beautiful use of language that they share. And thank you for everyone, the Tom and also Tim Amelia and another one who used the word of the day. That's all my report. I hope you enjoyed the quick English learning session with me this evening. I'd like to give the control back to our wonderful GE Toastmaster band.
All right, thank you, Andre. Go to your party, turn off your computer, go away. Well done.
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
That's your evaluation. You can leave now.
Thank you for taking the time, Andre.
My
Yeah,
pleasure.
definitely.
Thank you for having me, everyone.
All
Really
right.
love it.
Now we have our counter APRI for the sake of time. Can you give us like a more condensed counter report? Pretty please.
Okay, thank you. I will share my screen. All right, tonight I will give the counter report for the meeting. And I think all of you doing a really good job. I did not any much filler sound during the meeting. For the semester meeting, I only catch 2 times and for grammarian 1 time and 1 times And for GE doing a really good job. Flawless grammar and for our speaker also doing a really good job. And for the first and second evaluator also doing a really good job. And for the third evaluator, you said 1 times, and the fourth evaluator you said 2 times and 1 time and repeat word use. And for topic master, you said 3 times, and for the first and second double topic participant, you doing a really good job. And for the third double topic participant, you said 5 times, and for the fourth double topic, you said 1 times and 2 times. And overall, for the most used filler is filler, the most used, and the second is and the third so and n. I think that's all for my counter report. Back to GE.
Awesome. Really condensed and thorough at the same time. All right, if you guys are paying attention to the agenda, we are negative 3 minutes behind. So you're going to hear a super fast GE report, a little more condensed than normal. Apologize for that, but that's just the way it got to be. All right, real quick, the meeting from when we started it to now, we started it was really good, really organized. We got all the people we needed, all the roles from all over, which is really helpful. We had 4 speakers,
which typically makes it a little challenging sometimes with time. Also, just the fact that we had 3 evaluators go overtime. That's probably why we're overtime right now. Just ideally, time is important. So well done with our Toastmaster of the evening, Astrid. If you guys notice, Astrid, one of the most positive things, she smiles all the time when she's talking, which is actually a really useful skill. It actually makes you sound more pleasant, which is why I don't always sound pleasant to my students, because I don't smile when I talk. That's the way it is. But when you do it and you're presenting, it really, really helps deliver a really nice message. So it's really helpful, really big helpful. All right, and then our role takers, grammarian, great job, really thorough, even at a party. I would have just canceled, like, okay, but he didn't, he's here. Way to step it up. Also, our counter, all the way from Malung Toastmasters Club, operate great job with that, really thorough as well, and concise. Our Zoom operator, Senny, and ballot counter, great. Robin, he was stepping in just in case something happened to Senny, so great job, Robin, with the backup role. It's always a pleasure. All right, 4 speakers, you guys did amazing. Of course, you guys already had your evaluators, so I'm going to evaluate the evaluators super quick. Amelia, quick and slow. If you guys are preparing to do a speech and you're going to do it for a contest like Natalie typically does, by the way, if Natalie wins again, blame Amelia because she's the first person to give really quality advice. So if Natalie wins, you can first start on the top of your list of Amelia. Thanks for giving Natalie really good advice. Now she won again. That's really helpful. Trying to find different perspectives and people that can give you the criteria you need to keep building and building and building. That's how you become a great speaker, is being a good listener when someone can give you feedback. So well done with that, Amelia. Next, Pivot. Knowing Pivot, she's really direct. So if you want someone that's going to give it to you, like really, like the truth and honest, she'll say, hey, your title, probably should change it, make it more relevant, right? Also, she mentioned transition. So one thing when you do a speech, your title, what she said, is the first thing someone's going to see. And then you want to make your audience flow, so she gave that really good, here's how to transition. So that's really crucial. And again, Bonaventure is going to bring that to his next speeches, and it's going to help him that much better. Fantastic. Lie due to strong. Giving the advice and making it, here's my 2 points. And especially with the longer speech that Ping gave, it's really hard to sometimes stay completely focused, but Lai gave really specific points and kind of complimented where Ping did really, really well. Very good. And our last evaluator, Jan, oh my. So usually when you hear someone, most people don't get to be the first and second evaluator to see the difference. And you were the first one and the second one, so you got to literally hear and see the difference and make really strong points. And one of the things even Natalie mentioned is show and not tell. If you're a new speaker, when you're writing something else, if you can show it, you're presenting, show it without having to use the words, because again, 75 to 85% of communication is nonverbal. So if you could show someone through your facial expressions, your change the vocal variety, that's a really good skill. And the fact that Jane was able to kind of make that a really solid point and be specific where Charlena can actually implement it is really strong advice. And again, I really encourage some of you guys to play this back because all the evaluators were great. Okay, real quick, table topics. Not going to be super thorough here. Marendra, you're always super positive. Sometimes your super positivity, Marendra, can make you go a little faster. So you kind of lose the spot of your words. Like, oh, okay. So I would say sometimes keep the energy high, slow down in some spots, right? Can't have high energy all the time. It's like we're at 7 cans of Red Bull. Slow down just a bit, but keep the energy up. All right? Well done. Okay, Noel. Oh yeah, by the way, table topic master. Noel, great job with the overall table topics. They're really thought-provoking questions and well organized. Very good. Where are the table topics? No. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? I deleted it. Oh, no, there they are. Gio, great job. Gio, you keep on growing and continuing to get better and better and more confident with each time you speak. That's really crucial, is every time you come into a meeting, no matter where you're at, just volunteer, or if someone volunteers you, just kind of go with it and try to find ways of getting better. And Gio has done that over the course of his time in Toastmasters. So keep doing it, Gio. It's really, really helpful. Sue, where is she at? Wave, Sue, is she still here? She's gone? No, oh, she's there, the camera. Sue, really enthusiastic, all the way from Myanmar. Really, really well done, and a lot of high energy, which is really important. And Apri, great job, man. That's pretty much it there. Oh, yeah, and then our timer. By the way, this is Jenny's first time being a timer. She did a great job. And she was able to go with the punches again, being able to interrupt people and, being very tactful and take that. Like, can you do this? Follow up. That's kind of what Astrid did to Yenny. And it worked really, really well, right? It's all about communication and knowing how to do it and then, knowing your role. And Yenny, great job of taking on this role. Again, Astrid, for our Tom, you did a fantastic job. I think my time is done, right? That's it. Great job, everybody. I'm going to give it back to our Tom, Toastmaster of the evening. Astrid, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ben, for very complete evaluation and also for the team. Thank you so much for all the hard work for the GE team. Okay, thank you so much. And now we're going to the announcement session, Hall of Fame. We're going to announce. Okay, hi.
Sorry.
That's okay, Mr. Zaini. I think Toastmaster Zaini, could you help us to, will you share the announcement, the share screen?
Who won? Zaini.
Okay, guys, sorry for accidentally shouting at this time.
Cutie.
Okay, now KK would like to announce the winner. Where is the certificate?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm waiting the certificate.
Okay, duduk diam dulu. Sakit aku kue kaki aja. Okay.
Itu biasa wah, kalau siapa mana kau wah.
Okay. For you guys who understand Hokkien, yeah, you know what she said. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our evaluator today. Is drumroll please. Yes, it's Toastmaster.
Yay!
The one and only evaluator.
Take photo.
I will take photo. So please spotlight live.
Yeah, spotlight live, please.
Robin. Okay, without Seni. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it.
Okay, next for the best table topic speaker is. Yeah, Toastmaster Shu.
Woo! Super!
Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Done.
Okay, and next is best speaker today is. Yeah, Toastmaster Sherlina.
Yay!
Must be because of durian. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Aduh,
sakit lah.
Kiki kah? Kemana aku tangan?
Okay, is it done?
Done.
It shouldn't be yet. There should be a couple of people that.
We have two more.
Superb.
Two more certificate.
Okay, the first timer certificate. First one will goes to Noel.
Noel.
Yeah, Noel.
Spotlights Noel. 1, 2, 3. Are you in Australia or Indonesia, Noel?
Pernah kita minum.
Itu?
Done.
Okay, done. Okay, and the second first timer certificate goes to Yenny Wong.
Yenny.
Yeah, nih.
1, 2, 3. Done.
Okay, that's all the certificate from me. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. Yes. Okay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Seni, and also
Back
the
to you, Tom.
partner. Yay! Hello. Yeah, thank you so much and congratulations, everyone. And I think the Hall of Fame session conclude the meeting. So thank you so much. I will give the control to our president to close this meeting. Toastmaster Fifi.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Astrid Utami, please another round of applause to Toastmaster of the meeting, Astrid Utami. You've done very good job. Amazing, super outstanding. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our honorable dear Madam President, do apologies because she had to go to the mother-in-law, and we hope for all the best for her visiting. Now, as a VPE, I would like to thank you for all those who participate in making this meeting successful. Yeah. You know what? I'm supposed to be gone today, but I'm here to each of you to salute you and thank you for all your helps. For those who coming in this meeting as in evaluators and then role takers, you are the visiting Toastmaster from another part of the world. We thank you very much. You have made Bhinneka online Toastmaster even much more merrier. So I do hope and I do beg you for you to come again, and not only you and your family, the whole family of Toastmasters. Just come, make it full until second slides, third slide, fourth slides, all the slides. This online is really online. You all welcome, not only welcome, very, very welcome. Now, I would like to ask comments from all those Toastmasters across the globe in multiverses. I'll start first with one that chatting me in my WhatsApp, whether can I deliver the speech in your club? Yes, of course you can, madam. Shirlina, please give us your honest comment. Time is yours, madam.
Thank you so much. First, I'd like to thank you, especially Renda, giving me this opportunity to present my speech at your club or present my project. It is Saturday afternoon, my time. I live in Germany. So to have this opportunity and to do it today, it really helped me to spend the best part of my afternoon or beginning of my afternoon to be with such a wonderful club. And I learned a lot from all of you and also the role takers, not only the speakers, the evaluators, also the role takers, because I can't do what you're doing. And also very, very challenging when I saw Natalie up there. I was like, okay, I'm going with the champion as well. So I will have a lot to learn today. It was a surprise, a really, really pleasant surprise. I love it. And also I love the environment, the vibe. Everyone is quite so-called relaxed. And I have a lot of fun, and no one seems to be so serious, because I thought with such a wonderful club and with such a quality of people presenting, I thought, wow, this is going to be pressurizing, but quite the contrary, I actually quite enjoy very, very much. And actually, I got my husband, the Belgian Italian husband, sitting next to me, listening to my speech, and he was laughing his head off as well, remembering the durian. But overall, I definitely love this club. And I would say, Rendra, remind me, if no engagement on my Saturday afternoon here in Germany time, I'll be back. And thank you so much, everyone, for being so supportive and encouraging.
Thank you very much. And I think you sprechen Deutsch sehr gut, madame. Je pense qu'il faut parler Germany très bien aussi. Thank you very much, Carolina, for your coming. And of course, you can bring all those Germany Toastmasters here in this club. It is open, by the way, really open. I trust you. It's open and online. Now, Carolina also bring with us one of the most exotic, unique, awesome evaluator, Jenmo. Jenmo, Time is yours to give a comment.
Well, thank you, Toastmaster. How do I pronounce your name again? Maren.
Make it easy. Rendra or Rand.
Ran. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you. First of all, I just want to thank Shalina for asking me to be her evaluator. You see, here's the thing. Shalina itself is a very strong speaker, and asking me to evaluate her is such such a pressure for me. But yeah, thank you for this kind of opportunity. And thank you for having me in this club. I really enjoy this club very much. As Shalina said, it's a very good vibe, very different from our club. Very great people, very friendly people as well. And I really love to try different environment. And this is a kind of environment that I'm not, although I'm, as an evaluator, I have a responsibility, but at the same time, I could actually have fun because you have great speakers, great people. So thank you for having me. I really had great fun in this meeting. And if I have time, I will come back here again.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jane. Where do you stay now, Jane? In Germany or where?
No, I'm in Malaysia, in Sarawak.
Okay,
Sarawak.
which part of Malaysia are you now?
Sarawak.
Yeah, I visited Sarawak as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing city. Amazing. We have Amelia. Amelia, can you turn on your video, please, lady? Amelia there?
Why
Hello?
turn on my video for you?
Yeah. Will you mind please giving a wonderful comments to each of us, especially because you are coming and giving a very wonderful evaluation to our champion, Natalie. Time is yours, Amelia.
Thank you. Always pleasure to come to Bhinneka. It's always fun and yeah, relaxed but yet very high quality from all the speakers, evaluators, and this everyone, especially role takers as well. And of course, it's been my honor to evaluate Natalie. So thank you, and it's fun to have you too, Rendra.
Yay! Thank you very much, Amelia Febriani. Amelia is from Surabaya City, the hero city, and apparently Api is gone already. Actually, I would like to say I do condolence with what's happened from Surabaya and Malang people. Apparently, it's happened. It's break the record in a apparently not that good way, but I do believe Indonesia will learn hard and getting better from this case. And I believe in Toastmaster world will stay in a positive ways in all those cases. And I believe Sherlina and Jenmo already get something from this. And I do really say thank you for your participations, for your coming. This Bhinneka Online Toastmaster is always open. You may bring your own family, friends, colleagues, everyone. This is an open club and will always be open and online. So just enjoy this club as you enjoy what the most amazing life you have now. Now, I would like to close the meeting. Where's my something? Okay, I would like to know. This meeting is officially adjourned.